Welcome to the overview of this Action 9 scouting. Okay, I wanted to start with a couple of quotes and insight into how in depth this really gets. Okay, now let's start with the first quote here that we have on screen. On Mourinho's first day, he told everyone they had to meet at the training ground at 7 a.m. He says it was a test to see how committed everyone was. Everyone got there apart from one player, Kalambi. If a player doesn't have the hunger and desire, they won't make it. Brentford's head of football operations, Robert Rowan, says the Bees look for the personalities who fit with the club's ethos. If the club is investing, regardless of the size of that investment, it's important that you make sure it's as safe as possible. He continues with, the head coach is responsible for building position profiles that explain the attributes required for each position to suit the club's style of play. Those profiles are then translated into report format. So, from these two quotes, I'm hoping you're understanding first that if you're going to be scouted, you need to have the hunger and the desire. Otherwise, you're not going to make it. As you can see from this first quote of Jose Mourinho, one of the world's best managers, right? He wanted everybody at the training ground at 7 a.m. It was a test to see how committed everybody was. Are they willing to show up and put in the work? The second part is, when it comes to scouting, clubs have a process. They look for a specific type of player, which is what Robert describes here. If the club is investing, regardless of the size of that investment, it's important to make sure it's as safe as possible. So, they don't want to take a lot of risk because they're investing money. That's what he's saying. They're spending X amount of dollars on a player, whatever that figure is. So they want to make sure that this player they're bringing in is almost guaranteed to succeed. Now, it doesn't always happen, but they want to make sure that they can try and limit the amount of mistake in this as possible. So they have very, very tailored approaches to how they look for players. So hopefully that makes a little bit of sense to you, and let's really dive into this scouting process now. See you in the next video.